So it looks like the tensioner pulley is making it come off of the power steering pulley. I put it back on multiple times. Wear safety glasses. Okay, just wanted to show you this 14mm bolt on the bell is not that hard to get off, although I did have to use the 14mm open end trick with this other socket wrench. Came off with a pretty good push. This pump, no problem getting that off. 2 bolts. Had to have a socket extension though to get the bottom one off. There is a nut on the back. I tried to use some tape, but I just held it with my finger and I took out the screw and put it right back in, because that nut I hear is hard to find once it pops out of the recessed area on the back of the new one. Okay, to get to that back bolt, you are going to have to take out the screw that I just put back in to save the nut, but I just cupped it with my hand underneath, and now I can reach that back last bolt, the hard one, before I get the easy one in the center right here. Okay, there's not much room on this back one. You're gonna have to get a 12mm deep welt. That's the only thing I could manage to get it with. Okay, here's the old one. This last bolt on the bottom, it sits like this, is a killer. The first turn is easy, but then it just kind of, it's so loose in there that it just wants to slip. Just wants to slip back and forth. So you kind of have to hold it with your right hand and get down in there. With that wrench, very slow. Kind of helps to take out the long center bolt first, which is up there. And then you can kind of pull on this and make more tension on that bolt. So I just finished dropping this nut everyone talks about behind the alternator. I had to go buy a magnet tool to go and retrieve it. And of course, to even get the magnet tool into the spot behind the alternator and grab it, I had to take it all off again, which was very sad to do. Okay, I just got the new Serpentine belt on. The screw right there is all you need to hit with a 14mm, and then you can use your ratchet wrench to stick in the open end. I bought one of these special, and this really helps you get every millimeter of slack you can get to get that belt on, because it is not easy, and it's easiest I found to just use your hand and put it over the alternator pulley, which is right there, because that's the smallest one. So hopefully this works. So it's been about 500 miles, and this is my old tensioner. The pulley seems great, so I think it was because I had a squeaky belt on there for probably 2 years. It got worse and worse and worse, and then maybe it kind of wore a pattern in the, like right here on the metal somehow, and that's what kept on ripping through these Serpentine belts one after another. But this one's been good for about 500 miles, so I think that was it.